Hey, what's poppin'? It's your girl, Amani Sharifa. What's up? What's goody? What's goody? Yo, what's poppin'? Shout out to the Dynasty. That is Tuna. Welcome to your Go channel. What's up, mama and papas? What's good, you are? So, on to these episode, babies. We are going to be talking all about anxiety, not allowing, babies, anxiety to control you, but actually for you to learn to control your anxiety. Me and Shane, so I'm definitely going to be giving my baby girls, my fellas, just some well-hearted advice, my loves, that could really help you out if you are struggling with your anxiety, babies. So, let's go ahead. We're going to hop right on into it. Let's do it. Thank you again for tuning back into your Go channel. What's up? What's motherfucking good? Yeah, what's up? What good? Yeah. What's poppin', babies? What's goody, you are? What's up? What good? So, baby girls, fellas, like I said, on to this topic, to this episode, we are going to be talking, mama and papa, all about anxiety, not allowing anxiety to control you, babies, but you getting in control of your anxiety. You having control over it. You being able to truly, like, get a grip on that bush and not allowing that shit to have you gripped at the motherfucking nut. You know what I'm saying? Now, I'm really excited to talk about this, my loves, because, you know, this is a topic, this is a thing that really is a lot of people's reality. A lot of people struggle with anxiety. A lot of people allow the anxiety to control them. Whether if it's from like a conscious level standpoint where you know that bitch is controlling your life, or it's a, you know, a standpoint where you're not really realizing God. You know what I'm saying? So maybe you're like in denial, or you just really don't consciously notice that this shit is really debilitating you in a lot of different ways from like a negative aspect. But either way, mama, papa, I think it's really safe to say that this is a lot of people's reality, babies. And I want to talk about like the importance of you not allowing this shit to become like a god in your life, and actually you taking your power back, my loves, and getting in control of your anxiety. So, of course, anxiety is an emotion, right? It's an emotion, baby girls. It's an emotion, fellas. And it's something that can, like, you know, come up within you, whether if it's just like different things that's occurring in your life in general, and you are the kind of person where you kind of have like anxiety, or you can, like, you know, you've developed like a lot of anxiety over the years due to you like just having like a lot of fear. Just a lot of fear built within you, babies, off of just different shit. You ain't saying? Fearing of what's to come, fearing of what's going to happen, fearing of if you're not good enough, fearing of shit if you did good enough. You know what I'm saying? Like, just always constantly living your life in motherfucking fear. You could be the type of girl, the type of dude where you worry a lot. You know what I'm saying? You're always worrying about different things. Your mind is never settling. Maybe you have like a really analytical mind, you know? So because you have such an analytical mind, you don't really balance that analytical part of yourself out. Therefore, it causes you to overthink a lot, which can produce anxiety. You know what I'm saying? maybe you the type of bush, the type of dude where shit, you got like a lot of trauma that is really still housed within your mind, your soul, your spirit. And because of that, because you have like a lot of negative, unwhole trauma, babies, it really affects your motherfucking energy, which overall can affect your emotions to produce anxiety. You know what I'm saying? Maybe you just the type of dude or the type of girl where you get triggered a lot, you know? So it's so many different things, babies, that kind of cool for like how anxiety can be produced. But either way, no matter like how it's produced, my loves, it could be something that can be like escalated into like a negative emotion within you if you allow that bush to really control you. You know what I'm saying? So this is one you hear a lot of people talk about. Oh, you know, like I got anxiety, like my anxiety is really bad, like, oh, you know, I had an anxiety attack, or my anxiety gonna go up. Like, this is where you can hear motherfuckers saying shit like that, no matter if it's a dude or a girl, you know, like they can pretty much just talk about it like it's the norm for them, because like I said, babies, it becomes the reality. It becomes embedded in the mind, body, soul, spirit, energy, to the point where they actually began to like operate and like an anxiety kind of like mind fade all the time. And they don't even realize that shit really like start to become like the second language. Shit, for some motherfuckers start to become like their native language. Like, you know what I'm saying? They're always just allowing the anxiety of it all to overtake whatever kind of situation that gets presented. And here's the truth, babies. Can I keep it a being with you? Hey, Shane, like, I'ma keep it a being with you. Because if you know anything about my channel, that's what we do. We speak the motherfucking facts, my nigga. You know, at the end of the day, mama and papa, it's really important to understand that life, it's not perfect. Oh yeah, I'ma say that shit one more time. But my bitches and my dudes in the back that ain't heard you grow. Life is not perfect, babies. There is always going to be, you know, challenges, things that happen unexpectedly, things that are good that you don't really want to happen, things that you may be, you know, really anxious and nervous to complete or to start on. But you are going to have to overcome how you're feeling, my loves, in order for you to be able to handle what gets thrown at you in life. You know? And that's just what it is. Like, that's the truth of the situation. You have to start learning, like, how to motherfucking deal with shit when it really get presented to you. And no matter what kind of way it is, or you will end up losing at life. And instead of you being more victorious in your life, you're going to become a motherfucking victim. And I'ma tell you on some OG shit. A lot of people that allows anxiety to control their mind, body, soul, spirits, and energy, diminish their character in all different kind of ways because they put these limits on themselves. A lot of people that do that, mama and papa, they start to fall more into that victim mentality, babies. They start to fall in that victim mentality. And see, that's what Allah, God, the universe, the Lord, the Holy Spirit, the Divine, the Most High, whatever name, babies, that you want to call God's. Remember me, my loves? Because God got multiple names. She ain't shame. But that's honestly, my loves, what the Lord, God, the universe don't want. He wants you to be able to get to the point where you can handle what gets thrown at you. Now, it don't mean you gonna be a perfect guy's dude, a perfect guy's girl. Hell no. You know, Allah, God, the universe is the only person that's perfect. And you know, I always say on my channel, as a fact of life, He don't expect for us to be perfect people. But what He expects from us is to be very genuine. when we do have a relationship with him and ourselves, to be very consistent with that relationship with him and ourselves, and to strive for excellence, babies, in all areas of our lives. When you do that, mama, papa, that's how you're going to grow. You're going to elevate. You're going to change over time, of course. Because no shit happened overnight, my nigga. You know, but you're gonna grow, change, and elevate, babies, by the grace of the Lord God, because you're holding yourself accountable. You know what I'm saying? So part of that growth, elevation, is changing as a person is understanding how to control your anxiety as well. Because clearly, shit, when you born, that's not something that you're going to automatically know how to do. Remember what I said, mama and papa. Anxiety is a normal human emotion. So it's kind of like, I like to compare it to, like, you know, when a person cries, right? Crying, when you talk about like a dude or a girl crying is a normal human emotion that was built for a human to do. Shane, follow me. So, you know, of course, different people cry. Meaning, like, you know, you may have a person that cry a lot. You may have a person that don't cry that much. But the whole point is that the way that shit was motherfucking built by the grace of a Lord God, me that we are humans have the ability to cry. Whether if it's a little or a lot, whatever. But a human has that ability as a normal human emotion to cry. That's how scientifically the human body was designed to have an emotion like that, right? So kind of look at anxiety as like that. You know, anxiety is it's an emotion that was built for your human body to carry. However, it's not meant to control you. It's not meant to be something that you feel all the time. It's even if it's something that comes up within you, you have to be able to say, okay, you know what, like, this shit is happening. I'm not going to allow this to, you know, take over my day, take over my night, take over my mind, take over my spirit, take over my energy. I'm not going to allow all this shit to take over me. Like, shit, hell no, I'm going to beat this shit by the grace of the Lord God. You know what I'm saying? So when you talk about, back to that example of the human body being built, like, able to cry, that's like a normal human emotion. It's not to say that just because you actually have that normal human emotion of being able to cry, you're supposed to be in the motherfucking corner crying all day, every day. Hey, Shane? Like, think about that. Think about that. If you got somebody that's crying all day, every day, you know, you got a girl, you got a dude that's in the motherfucking corner crying, you know, all day, every day. Or they crying every single day, every other day. And it's consistent throughout their entire life. You know, they're never able to get a hold on this crying. They just always crying, babies. So if somebody's doing that all the motherfucking time, they are crying all the time. And I'm not talking about just for like a certain period of time and then they get, no, I'm talking like, shit, like they motherfucking asses like cry. Like, let's say this was like this their whole life. They're not crying. That normal human emotion that they was built with as a human, it takes over their life. Think about what I just said. It takes over their life, mama, papa. It starts to literally become a reality of their life where they cry about every little fucking thing. They don't try to go to a Lord of the universe to see answers for how the fuck they can get past however the hell, you know, the feeling of what they're going through in life. Hell motherfucking no. Hey, Shane, like that dude, that girl, they going straight towards crying all the time. So naturally, if you talking about that a person is always going towards that shit becomes a part of their lifestyle, a part of who they are. But if you constantly crying every single day for your whole life, you're gonna be fucking depressed. You know? You're gonna be fucking weak inside. You're going to be filled with just negative emotions because you don't know how to control your emotions, babies. You know? You're going to have like different mental imbalances within you because you're never in a good, happy state of mind. You're always resorting towards crying. So it's a point where that human emotion that was just built within you, that you have capability of, producing, which is tears, you take that and it becomes a god in your life. Because you have no balance with it. You don't know how to control it in any kind of store. You're allowing it to control you to the point where that shit is motherfucking debilitating you, my girl, my dude. So, mama, papa, it's the same thing when it comes to anxiety. Anxiety is a normal human emotion that the Lord God permitted to be built within a human body. Scientifically, that's how it's made up. However, that normal human emotion is not meant to control you. It's not meant for it to be a god in your life. It's meant when it's presented in your mind, you got to have the motherfucking willpower, strength, faith, and the Lord God and your damn self that you can't beat however the fuck you're feeling in that moment. Again, babies, like I said, it's not to say that you're going to be perfect. It's not to say that every single day is going to be rainbow sunshine and happiness all the time. But what it damn sure should not be is that you're allowing the motherfucking emotions of anxiety to run your life all the time. And because you are allowing that to run your life all the time, my loves, sure, it's preventing you from achieving certain goals, dreams, aspirations. Why? Because you're allowing the anxiety, the emotions of it all to become like a blockage. So much where it's preventing you from working with the Lord of the universe to manifest different things into your life. And that could be in any kind of area in your life, babies. That could be anything. So when you talk about this anxiety shit, babies, it's so important that you really work with the Lord of the universe and your higher self to stop practicing good things, mama, papa, to get past your anxiety, to get more in control of it, so that way it's not controlling you. Something that what I like to call just natural healing things that you could do in your life. Really simple things, my loves, that can truly help you. One of those things is, of course, prayer meditation. Like on my channel. Let me tell you. I know that shit may sound well motherfucking cliche, but not my girl, my dude. That's the bro G shut. On my channel, we will big on prayer and meditation. So you could either do one or the other or both. Like depending on what you do in your life, mama, papa. But prayer and meditation is so important, babies, because you gotta always remember, my loves, that's your direct communication with a Lord of the universe. So you can't do shit without connecting with him in that kind of way, babies. Because if you're not connecting with him in prayer or meditation or both, letting him know what you're going through, letting him know that you need help, you need strength, you need the willpower, you need the advice, you need the guidance on what you should do, you're not really going to know what the fuck to do. And that's the truth. You're not really going to know what to do. And if you don't know what to do, guess what's going to happen? You're going to produce more anxiety, my loves. You're going to feel more anxiety, babies. You're going to feel like that, you don't know what to do. You don't know how to overcome how you're feeling. And the more you feel like that is the more you're going to waddle and sit in those emotions, which what can it become of what we talked about, your reality, you know? So prayer and meditation is very important, babies, because it connects you with your Father. It connects you with the very person that has created you. And after you pray, you meditate, and you should be doing this every single day. Especially if you struggling with anxiety and shit like that. It shouldn't just be like one prayer and that's it. Like, hell, motherfucker, no. Like, baby girls, fellas, you need to be praying, mama, papa, every single day. And that's some bull ass shit. And even when, a Lord God, the universe blesses you to know how you can start working on your anxiety, you still, babies, you still want to keep that connection with the Lord God and prayer or meditation or both. You should be doing that shit anyways, just keeping it a being with you. But if you wasn't doing it before all of that, you need to start doing it, And once he starts to reveal to you in different kind of ways, because keep in mind, my loves, Lord God, the universe, he will start to give you like different signs, synchronicities. He will speak to you through your intuition, give you gut feelings, letting you know as a dude or a girl what you need to do in your life when it comes to like you helping yourself with anxiety. You know what I'm saying? But you gotta be patient, baby. It's so important that you be patient. And I've talked about this before on my channel that, when you're praying or meditating or you're doing both and you're praying, meditating to a lower good the universe to get answers or like what you need to do, you got to understand everything happens in divine timing, my loves. Everything happens in divine timing, sweethearts. So you gotta be patient and wait till he reveals to you what is it that you need to do in your life. Don't get upset and pissed with them or because you feel like that your prayers ain't being answered in time. Like, that's not how the fuck it works. Hey, Shane, I'm just being that ass word. Like, if you know anything about the Most High, a Lord God, the Lord, the Holy Spirit, like, he work on his time. I'm just being wow. But his time is always perfect time, man. So you gotta be patient, babies, and you gotta know that that's not no cliche shit, my mom, papa. Don't ever feel like that when you're praying, that you're just praying to the ear, or you're just meditating to the ear. Nobody can, motherfucking know. Lord God, the universe hear your prayers. But you gotta be genuine, you gotta be authentic, you gotta be real when you go to your Father for that help, for that guidance. You know what I'm saying? So prayer meditation is very big when you talk about beating anxiety. Another thing, my loves, that you need to be doing when it comes to trying to beat your anxiety, you need to make sure, and I know this shit may sound real weird, like what the fuck do this gotta do with anxiety? But hell no, I need you to follow me, babies. You gotta make sure, you ready? You gotta make sure that you're feeding your mind, your body, your soul, your spirit, your energy more positive, high vibrational things. So feeding your body, let's start off with that. What are you eating on a regular basis? What kind of foods are you intaking on a regular basis? Now, my loves, I'm not going to get too deep into that on this episode because that's another topic for another day. But I just really want to kind of touch on this, my loves, that what you feed your body really do affect your mind on a deeper level. Are you drinking enough water? Are you eating fruits? Are you getting vegetables on you? Getting shame? Are you doing those kind of things on a regular? Or are you doing it very once in a blue moon-ish? Getting shame? Now, why do I say that? What does that have to do with anxiety, right? Because you may be thinking that, like, baby girls, fellas, you could be thinking, like, well, shit, what the fuck that got to really do with anxiety? We talking about emotions. We ain't talking about diet. Well, newsflash. Newsflash, my girl, my dude. Your diet can affect your emotions, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? Because your emotions is still all tied into your body because your spirit is housed in your body. You know what I'm saying? So depending on things like what you're feeding your body, that can also impact your anxiety. Whether if you realize that from a conscious or subconscious level or not. It can, babies. Now, I'm not saying that that's the only thing that's affecting your anxiety. Hell, motherfucker, do it. I'm not saying that, mama, papa, but what I am seeing is that can add to your anxiety. You know what I'm saying? So, babies, if you're already, like going through like a really rough time in your life and you're constantly filling your body with tons of shit that's not healthy and you don't have nothing healthy in your diet to balance out whatever you eat on a regular, it's going to add more negativity to your anxiety, more frustration to your anxiety. You know what I'm saying? More emphasis on that anxiety in your life. So you gotta be mindful of the things that you're putting onto your body and make sure that you are definitely nurturing your body with good things that's going to produce good energy. Within you, my loves, water damn sure is one of them. And fruits and vegetables is definitely big as well. Good protein, things like that. Looking at your overall nutritional value on what the fuck are you putting in you, my dude, my girl. Hey, Shay, they just keep it to be with you. That is really important when it comes to your anxiety. You need to be drinking a lot of water. Our bodies are made up of majority of water, my loves. Are you drinking enough water? So you may say, well, I am drinking a lot of water. I still got anxiety. Okay, well, clearly, water ain't the area saying that you need to work on. It ain't saying like common sense, my loves. But what I'm seeing is that look at overall what you're doing. And if you know you're already doing certain things, then you know that's not the area. But if you know that you're not doing certain things, babies, that is an area of opportunity that you really need to work on by the grace of the Lord God to start doing, because it can impact you. Your body needs certain vitamins from natural fruit, vegetables. Hey, Shane, your body needs that, because the more stronger, the more and better health your body is the more it will align with a more higher vibrational spirit. The more higher vibrational your spirit is the more you will, as a girl, by the grace of the Lord God, be able to control your emotions. Why? Because your emotions is attached to your mind, body, soul, spirit, and energy. It's all one, babies. So when you work on all those different areas of your life, mama, papa, when you work on your mind, when you work on what you're putting in your body, when you work on the condition of your soul, when you work on keeping your spirit at more of a higher vibration by the grace of the Lord God, when you work on being in more control of your energy, being more at peace, that all ties into each other, which can overall impact your anxiety, So that's why I said, babies, you gotta be mindful and you gotta be conscious of what you're putting on your body as your diet, your nutrition, and shit like that. And I know, my mom, papa, that could be very challenging, especially if you are somebody that, like, you may have just like a really hectic schedule where it may not even be a case where you are intentionally not getting, the fruits, the vegetables, the different things that you really need in your diet, it may be from a state where you're not intentionally trying not to do it. It just may be you have a really, really crazy lifestyle in the sense of like you're busy all the time, or you just, it's a lot of different things going on where you may have not really sat back to really think like, damn, shit, my ass ain't getting all of that, and it's okay, my loves. This is the whole point of why we having this motherfucking talk today, Shane, so that way you can get back on like a really good path, babies. Or even if you've never been on a good path, you can start. Shane, it ain't never too late. If a Lord God is guiding you in that kind of way, and you still living, you still breathing, my girl, my dude, you have that fight to do that. So definitely feeding your body, making sure that you're paying attention to your mind. That's the big one. You ain't shame. Paying attention to your mind. Paying attention to what you're feeding your mind. What are you watching? What are you listening to on a regular basis? You ain't shame. Okay. What are you watching? What are you listening to on a regular basis? You ain't shame. Because that all affects different things when it comes to your anxiety, especially when you are going through something in that moment, of course. If you constantly listening or watching a ton of negative shit all day and you're already going through different things, I'm gonna tell you, that shit ain't gonna make you feel better. I'm gonna just keep it a beer with you all. It's actually gonna make you feel worse. So you gotta be like mindful, my loves, of like, what is it that you're consuming when you are feeling those kind of ways of anxiety. And not even just that, what are you consuming on a regular basis? Because this also contributes to your energy. You ain't shame. Babies, we talk a lot about energy as well on my channel. I actually did an episode talking about energy is real, my loves. Energy is very real. So I'm going to link this episode in the description box below because I go into way more detail on that episode about like what this really means when I say energy is real. You know what I'm saying? I definitely encourage my loves, if you struggling with anxiety, you need to listen to that episode, because your energy, of course, can damn sure contribute to your anxiety. You know what I'm saying? But energy is real, babies. So definitely you being more mindful of like what you're watching, what you're listening to determines a lot of that. And of course, a good practice to help you alleviate anxiety is good higher vibrational music. Music that is going to really make you feel good. Shit, as we all know, babies, like, music is healing, my loves. It is so fucking healing. You know what I'm saying? So you could be like in the most queasiest ass mood, and then you turn on like a song that's gonna like really make you feel better. It can really help your mood in that moment. These are really just, simple things that may sound real fucking corny, real cliche and shit like that, but nah, it's really the truth. You ain't saying? It's really things that people need to get back to understanding, that you can work through your anxiety if you stay more consistent on the natural things that you need to do in your life that will help uplift you the natural way. Prayer, meditation, damn sure is one of them. You know what I'm saying? Being mindful of what you're putting in your mind, body, soul, spirit, energy. That's another one of them. That's a good one. Listening to healing music that can make you happy, make you dance, or just make you feel good. And general, that's another one. You know what I'm saying? I always say, YouTube, Google, that should be your motherfucking best friend. In the sense of like, if you're going through things that is really like traumatic for you, that you're really still trying to heal from, work on within yourself, maybe you have inner traumas, my loves, that you still are really suffering from anxiety. You can listen right on YouTube. You can go on Google. and seek out the necessary help that you need to do. Why does that shit, you just watching a life coach online, or you booking a life coach that you found on YouTube or Google, somewhere you found, a life coach or something like that online, whatever. But the point is that you seek the proper help that you need if you feel like a Lord of the universe is guiding you to do that in your life, babies. So you do it. This is another good practice that can help you with your anxiety. But definitely listening to and watching good videos on YouTube that could really inspire you, my loves, to help you when it comes to your anxiety. The point is, these are just some little basic things that you could do. But these basic things are going to help you like a lot by the grace of Allah. But the biggest thing is that you have to be consistent on what Allah is guiding you to do, babies, in order for you to build up your tolerance of being able to handle what the fuck get thrown at you. So by you doing more shit out here that is just going to be natural little, things that are so simple, but it really can make a big impact on your life if you are being consistent doing God. You'll start to notice over time, mama, papa, that your anxiety levels will subside. You'll start to notice that even when you get approached with some bullshit, you're not allowing it to take over your life, but you actually are able to say, okay, hey, Shay, we gonna work like this, we gonna handle this shit like that, we gonna move like this, but we not about to spiral out of control. We're not about to allow that shit to, that shit to go down. Is it going to happen overnight? Of course not. That type of endurance, that type of strength, that type of resilience by the grace of Allah will bless you with that when He sees that over time you're being consistent with Him and yourself. When He sees that over time you're actually holding yourself accountable to cleaning things up in your life, so that you're producing more higher vibrational energy, which is killing that fuck ass anxiety. You know what I'm saying? Then once He see those kind of things, babies, that's when He'll start to build that strength, that resilience within you. So that way, you're not allowing the anxiety to control your life. That's really how shit really can happen for you. But you gotta really hold your motherfucking self accountable. Another good thing is working out. Making sure that your eyes working out. I ain't saying that you gotta be shit pushing weights all day every day, but get on a good workout schedule that you really feel is good for you, that you feel the Lord of the universe is guiding you to do for yourself. You know what I'm saying? That looks different for everybody. But the point is babies, that you want to start getting in a mind frame of becoming victorious. You want to start getting in that mind frame of being the leader, the forward thinker in your life. You want to start getting in that mind frame of depending on the Lord of the universe for the strength and energy to get you through whatever you're going through. And the more you start doing good practices, good things, not just the things that I mentioned, it's going to be multiple things that Allah God will guide you in your life. But that's why I talked about, mama, papa. You got to pray, baby. You got to meditate. Even if you've never done prayer or meditation before, bitch, might do, I don't give a fuck. You need to start doing it. You gotta start doing it. You ain't saying your ass ain't just get here just because of your mother and your father. Bitch, my dude, you got here because ultimately Allah of the universe permitted you to come into this world. So get your head out the motherfucking clouds, my nigga, and stop thinking that not talking to Him is the right thing to do, cause it ain't. Hey, Shane, you got to have that conversation with Him about what you're going through, so that way He can guide your ass out of it, babies. And that's when some OG shit, my nigga. On God. I ain't no copper shit, Bush. No, that's some OG shit. That ain't no copper shit, my dude. No, that's some OG shit. You gotta talk to your father about what you're going through so that way he can give you the strength to get through it. So that way he can guide you to a ton of different practices that you could just start doing. And these practices are not things that is rocket science. It's simple things. These things that I'm telling you, babies, this is simple things. Listening to music, eating fruits, vegetables, water, working out. This shit may sound cliche, but hell no, this is things that really your mind needs, your body needs, your soul needs. One of the main fucking problems, my nigga, and I'm being dead ass for well, one of the main problems in today's motherfucking time is that it's too fucking technology. Now don't get me wrong, clearly, you know, like we made use of our technology. You ain't saying like I ain't gonna still be an accolade that you know we don't make use of it. So it's a blessing by the grace of the Lord God. But one of the main issues is that it's too many people thinking that you gotta do these grand gestures to become more well balanced and to balance out your anxiety. When in reality, mama and papa, you just have to connect with your creator. You just have to connect with your higher self. You just have to start doing good, just everyday life things, babies, that will ground you more, that will put your feet 10 toes more on the ground, beyond just the surface level bullshit that's out there. That's one of the issues, babies, is that in today's time on some OG shit, motherfuckers not really connected to the spirit. They connected to every fucking thing else but the spirit. And because of that, they can't even control the natural human emotion that is within them. And one of the main things like we are talking about is anxiety. So babies, you gotta know that you can beat this by the grace of the Lord God. You can conquer this bush. You can really truly get in control of your anxiety and not allow it to control you. But you do have to start changing different things that you're doing currently in your life. And these changes that you have to make, mama and papa, it don't have to be these big, huge, grand gestures that's, you know, surface level. How no, but it's about going deep within, babies. That's what it's about, sweethearts. You gotta go deep within. You got to connect further with your higher self and the Lord God. You gotta bring your motherfucking self back down to, you know, 10 toes, mama and papa. And you gotta really ask yourself, what is it that you can start doing that's very simple practices, but that's really going to be very monumental to your mind, body, soul, spirit, and energy. That's what you gotta do, baby. You gotta feed that mind. You gotta feed that soul. You gotta feed that body. You gotta feed that spirit. You gotta feed that energy. The good things that it needs. So that way, Lord God, the universe can give you the strength and willpower to control your anxiety. Anxiety is a normal human emotion that you know, Lord God has built human bodies to produce. But that, even though the human body has been built where it can produce that don't mean you allow it to be overly produced in your life to where it controls you. When it starts to creep up on you, you gotta say, like, I'm not doing this today. If you gotta literally say that shit in your heart, like, I ain't doing this shit today. I ain't about to freak out. I ain't about to allow my mind to start overthinking and overanalyzing. I gotta put a stop to this shit. I gotta know that the Lord of the universe is in control. And, you know, I gotta be bigger than this shit. You ain't saying? And I'm being that ass for well, my love. So know that this is something you can be. This is something ultimately that you can control. But it's important that you work with a Lord of the universe and your higher self to get to the point where you do actually control your anxiety and not allow your anxiety to control you. So I hope this helps, babies. I hope this helps, my loves. Like, trust me, mama and papa, I understand how you're feeling. You know, babies, if you are really struggling with this, like, I want you to know that it's going to be okay, sweethearts. You know, it's gonna be okay. You know, I understand that you may be going through a lot, and I want you all to know that I don't undermine at all what you're going through, you know, because a lot of people could be going through some real crazy ass shit, and that's why the anxiety is so just fucked up, you know. And that's why I mentioned, babies, that if you need to do certain things, like listening to good things on YouTube, like there's so many people out here, including myself, that's, you know, like putting out really good content that can help you get through whatever the fuck you're going through in life by the grace of a Lord God, just by you listening to the God-given advice on YouTube. Hey, Shane, just keep it being with you. And that's why you mentioned, even if you have to take it a step further, where if a Lord God guide you to like get a life coach, or sure, if you want to seek therapy or something like that, do whatever a Lord God is guiding you to do, babies. But just know, you know, I know that mama, papa, a lot of you all could be going through like some really crazy ass shit that could be producing anxiety. And trust me, I know in that moment of you going through it all, it can all seem very bad to the point where it's something that can look like you can't get past it. But you gotta always remember, my loves, the Lord of the universe will never put more on your shoulders than what you can handle. Oh, period. Ain't Shane, and I ain't no pussy nigga shit. That's some OG shit. He will never put more on your shoulders than what you can handle. But it do take for you to do different things in your life. If there are things that you know you need to change, because it's contributing to why you have anxiety, and it may not even be things that we talked about today, you need to do it, babies. That's why it's important, my loves, to be in tune with your intuition. You know, that's your direct communication with the Lord of the universe. You know, you got to pay attention when he's like showing you again those signs, synchronicities, gut feelings, so you can know what it is you need to do in your life to change your situation. Only you can change it, babies. Can't nobody do that shit for you. And I know sometimes that's really hard to hear, and it may not be something that you really want to hear, but that's what you need to hear. Can't nobody change you. Only person that can change you is the Lord of the universe and yourself. But you have to be the one always willing to put the work on to change. You know? So I want y'all to know that, you know, I love you, and I do not undermine what you're going through, because it's a lot of people that's going through some fucked up shit that is really like contributing to why they have such bad anxiety. And I want you to know, babies, that you're not alone. You know, a Lord of the universe is with you, babies. But you got to be that true lion in your life to get yourself through what you're going through. I know it's hard. I know you're going through a lot. I know that you're feeling a lot. I know that when you're going through all that, you may feel very lonely. But you're not alone, mama and papa. You do have a Lord God of the universe. And that may sound real corny as shit, but I'm being dead ass for what? I wasn't telling you that shit if it wasn't well. You know, like your father ain't just make you out here to be by yourself. He ain't saying he with you, but you gotta know that he with you. or you gonna keep feeling alone. You ain't saying? But you gotta do those good things that he wants you to do in your life, so that way you can get past that anxiety. Anxiety is not something that's meant to like have a chokehold on you, babies. And that's one of the biggest issues in today's society, is that people are not really truly connected to the true higher selves, because they're not connected to the very person that created them, you know? So you got to get connected to that. And you got to get more grounded, my loves. When people allow anxiety to control their lives too much, I'm going to tell you where that energy starts to really stimulate from. When it controls your life from like a negative aspect, where it literally debilitates you from doing different things in your life that you need to do, because you produce so much anxiety that it causes imbalances within you, babies. You gotta know that at that point, that's Satan that's working, you ain't saying, through those emotions to keep you debilitated. Just like that example I gave you earlier about crying. Crying is a normal human emotion that humans can actually produce. A lower God made it that way. But at the end of the day, you think a lower God wants your ass crying every single fucking day for the rest of your life? Hell no. You ain't saying? This shit gonna have you mad fucking depressed. Same thing with anxiety. And that's why a lot of people experience depression, babies. They experience so much depression, sweethearts, because they're allowing that anxiety to be overly produced. So because it gets overly produced in their life, Satan starts to take that bush like, shit, let me keep producing more in their life. Because the more anxiety you have in your life, mama, papa, the more lower your vibration will go. Satan will start to walk through your emotions to a negative aspect. You know? So that's why I said, babies, you gotta connect with the Lord God. You gotta connect with your higher self. Because if you are connecting, shit, let's put this shit together, my nigga. If you connected with the Lord God on a regular, and with your higher self, your energy, that strength gonna build up like we've been talking about. So when that bitch anxiety start getting presented, you going, gotta go. Ain't saying? You gonna be more willing to be like, hell no, I still gotta push through. I still gotta get shit done. Ain't saying? You're gonna know how to deal with it better, babies. You know, somebody that's able to control the emotions more. It's not to say, like, you know, to go back to crying the gun. It's not to say that they won't ever cry. They may cry. But, you know, they're not going to be that type of dude, that type of girl where they crying every fucking day. They don't know how to control that shit. They gotta be like something really going on for them to cry. It's not to say that the emotion won't be produced, but it's about what the fuck do you do when it is produced, babies. Do you allow that shit to put you in a chokehold? Or do you control it? And realize that you are the God in your life, in the sense of you have a Lord God's energy within you. So if he is giving you his energy, then you can control. You can control that anxiety. You don't have to allow it to control you, babies. There's only one God, and that's the Lord God, the Lord, the Holy Spirit, the Divine, the Most High, your Creator. But see, when you start to ascend to a higher vibration, my loves, he gives you more of his God energy within you. And the more you have more of his God energy within you and his willpower, that's how you can beat things like anxiety. That's how you can beat things like depression. That's how you can beat things like mental illnesses. But do you see what I mean? What I mentioned earlier, that's one of the motherfucking problems in today's society. Motherfuckers don't want to be connected at all to their higher selves or to the person that created them. Therefore, they can't control their fucking anxiety. Ain't Shane? Just keeping it a being with you all. So this is important, babies. very, very important. You can get a hold of the shit. You ain't gotta allow this shit to control you. You can get in control of it. And you can beat it. On God, my nigga. You ain't saying like I'm rooting for you, my loves. And I love you all so much. And I want you to know that you're stronger than how you feel. But you got to know that your damn self. You gotta push through, babies. You gotta come out on top. So you do what the hell you need to do. You do what the Lord God, the universe is guiding you to do in your life. So that way you can rise up out of it. Start getting back to doing some good things that are very simple, but that's going to feed that mind, body, soul, spirit, the energy. That's going to uplift you. Not keep you at a low vibration. And remember, when you're beating anxiety, it's not about doing the surface level shit. It's about you going deeper down and doing the introspective work. And doing the things that your body and your mind and soul and spirit, the energy need, mama, papa, to be able to further align with the universe. So that way, you are no longer allowing your anxiety to control you, but you actually do control your anxiety, which will make you a more higher vibrational person and strengthen you. So I love you, mama, papa, so much. Love you, babies. So much. Please like this video so that way our channel can continue to grow, babies. Comment below, my girl, my door. Let me know, is this your situation, my loves? Are you currently experiencing like a lot of anxiety, or is this something that you actually experienced in the past and you were able, to like get past it by the grace of the Lord God? Let me know, babies. I'm wishing you all my love on some shit. I love you all so much, and just know that I support you on your journey if you are experiencing, a lot of trouble with us, babies. And just know you're going to get through it. If you have already gotten through this kind of journey, I'm proud of you, my loves. And just make sure you're staying on that path to stay on that good vibration where you're not allowing the anxiety to control you, babies. So subscribe. Become a part of the Dynasty. Hit that notification bell so you are updated when I post my next topic. Go, my dude, check out the playlist too. I have so many topics in here that you could really benefit from. Like how we talked about on today's episode of listening to good things. Check out the playlist because I have so many fucking topics in my Manifest Wisdom 419 podcast show. So many topics ranging from so many different things. Look at the description box below. I talk more about like what the channel is about and stuff like that. But so many different things, babies, that you could really tune on to, listen to, that may actually be applicable for your life. So take a look. Pretty soon I'm going to be having a lot of those stories that got introduced to my channel. These are going to be new stories that you can actually watch, my loves. Not just listen to the shade of the podcast. So stay tuned, mama and papa, because you're going to be able to watch me very soon. So stay tuned. And if you have not done so yet, go ahead and follow your girl on Instagram. My Instagram name is right on that screen, so go ahead and motherfucker follow me, babies, because I would love to have you a part of a Nee Sha Dynasty. What's up? What's motherfucking good? Yeah. But until next time, babies, peace, love, and light always. Mwah. Later.